So if I'm, your typical college student, let's say summer between their sophomore and junior year, they've declared their major. I'm going to be a, chemical engineer, but for this summer I'm washing dishes in the back of the restaurant. My vocation, the thing I'm passionate about, the thing I'm pursuing is chemical engineering, but for this summer I'm stuck with the dishes.
Right.
What's the difference between those two?
What you do is say, okay, the way I would approach that is that I would encourage him to say, the Lord has me doing the dishes in this restaurant because there's some spiritual kinks that he wants to get out of my hose. Mm-hmm. He wants to teach me about my responsibility to not grumble. He wants to teach me the value of hard physical labor because discipline transfers. Mm-hmm. So if someone's got a summer job, they're going to be a chemical engineer, and they're spending the summer washing dishes or bucking bales of hay or doing things like that. There are all sorts of lessons that you gain there that transfer to a life of chemistry or architecture, provided you learn them.
So what are some of the principles for getting a good work ethic? What do you need to work on to be able to be somebody who's learning those lessons?
Well, I would start with the body. I would, and this is one of the reasons why I think, particularly for boys, why sports is important. Learning how to make your body do things your body doesn't want to do, or out to the point where you don't think your body can do it, where you don't think you can take another step, or you don't think you can work another half hour, or you don't take your body out to the limit, because that is sort of the kindergarten of discipline.
Right.
If there are some people who want to start at the other end, and they want to pretend that they have high degrees of mental discipline or spiritual discipline. Yeah. But if you don't have physical discipline, I would bet against it.
Right.
I would start with the body and work your way into the soul.
Okay.
With regard to work. Now, it's important. Jesus said to wash the inside of the cup first, and then the outside will be clean. So you have to have a disposition in the heart to work the body hard. Right. But if you work the body hard, your soul is learning discipline.
Okay. And is there a difference between working for somebody and then your own personal disciplines? There's the ability to do what you're told, and then there's the ability to tell yourself to do things.
Yeah.
How do you progress through something like that?
One is when you start having a boss, having an authority over you, telling you what to do, and doing it cheerfully, is the training wheels. Which is what actually good parenting is going to be doing, is establishing this prompt, cheerful obedience when the work is hard is the first step to being able to do it not as an eye pleaser, as Paul says in Colossians, not when people are watching. So if a kid's being brought up right, when they're young, they're out working in the yard with dad, and he's assigning things, and they're doing it cheerfully and everything. They get to the point when they're teenagers and dad's gone for the Saturday, they know they can go out there and they don't need someone looking over their shoulder. Right. That's the thing you're after.
Okay.